Hey everybody, it's Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. How are you guys today? I am going to be making a little project for my grandson's bedroom. My son and daughter-in-law are moving and they're going to redo Kyle's bedroom. And so I thought I would make a couple of things for his bedroom and share them with you guys. If you guys don't see that little red live right there, then you're on the replay. So just put hashtag replay. If you want the info for this project, just put beach in the comments. This is my color palette. Isn't it cute? It's very boy, like jewel toned. His bedroom is like blue, like light blue, but grandma's going to add a little pop. And so I'm really very excited about this. The transfers that we're going to be using is Resting Beach Face, and we're specifically going to be using this one and this one right here. And then we're also going to be using the denim pattern. I'm really excited about this. I love patterns, and if you didn't know that, I absolutely love patterns. By the way, I am getting over my cold still. It's been a long go. And so I will have to take a drink down then, just warning you. But the surfaces that I'll be using, I just pulled out of my stash. I have a 4-inch canvas, this one right here. And then this is actually a Couture, like they have these and I grabbed a bunch of them. They're like board, but they kind of have a texture on them. One side's flat and the other side is textured. I like the textured side. And then I don't even know how long I've had this, you guys. This is an IKEA frame, and I've had it forever, and so I wanted to use it because it fits the project that I want to do perfectly, and this little card guy fits in there. So honestly, they could use the frame over again if they wanted to and just pop out the design. All right, so let's get some stuff prepped. And again, if you guys are here, just make sure you say hello. I promise I will try to say hello. I don't always, when I go live, I don't always see everything, so I do apologize. All right, so let's first take apart our frame because I don't want to get anything on the glass. So we're going to set this aside. Hopefully you guys can see. I've got a whole new configuration in my craft room. I've been working in my craft room for quite a while. And so I'm trying to get it all organized for you guys when I go live in here. When I felt good, like in the last few weeks, I've come in and kind of putzed around. This is our surface wax, and I'm just gonna, you don't necessarily need it for canvas or the canvas type paper, but I like doing it because our transfers will come up much easier. I also even use it on canvas because there are some like grooves in the canvas. You don't want to use a lot, obviously, because you don't want to jam up your screen, but I kind of want to smooth out, and you can also even use like a fine sandpaper to smooth it out if you wanted to. I don't mind the texture. All right, so I'm just kind of going over it. That's pretty good. Okay, do the same thing to the paper, and it again is textured, so I do kind of want to, I still want that texture, but I want my transfer to pull up pretty easy too. And when you put wax on, you can also use a piece of wax paper. I like our wax. It's nice. It doesn't yellow. It's clear. You don't want it to feel like thick, right? You want it to feel nice and smooth, and that's what I was looking for. All right, so I'll set that aside for now, and then I'm going to grab out, now this is this paste color was a color of the month, and actually this month's color of the month is Home Ink, which I love this. I love this color. Grab my water. See, I'm almost out. They've asked us in the past if we could bring a color back, what would it be? home ink and home paste are two of the, like I would love to have this, sorry, this beautiful navy color back for good. Let me grab a piece of cardboard just so I don't get my table dirty. All right, so just spray a little more water. Again, the color, I asked my son, you know, what color, and the color of his room is like a light blue, but because we're going to put a transfer over this blue, I'm going to put light blue over the dark blue with that denim. I think it's going to be, if it comes out like it is in my mind, it'll be great. Let's hope it does. So we're just going to paint and make sure you get inside. And we'll do the outside as well. How have you guys been? It's been kind of warm. We've had visitors. Even though Grandma's been sick, we've had visitors, which is fine. I've been on antibiotics. I had walking pneumonia, which was not fun, and it does take a while to get better from it completely. Just grateful for a husband who has really pitched in and helped me. And hopefully you guys are doing well. We just had a new launch yesterday, day before. I don't know. My days are off, you guys. And it was Stitch. The Stitch one just came out, which is darling. My youngest son, is a big Stitch fan. And then we also had our patriotic stuff and summer designs come out. That's Sunny Days. So this is part of the Sunny Days transfers. My daughter-in-law was here and she actually saw one of the transfers. I got the transfers when they were here. And she goes, "Oh, I love that." She doesn't ask very often for me to make things. I will make things for the kids just all on my own. And so for her to ask for something, I like to oblige the girls when they ask, because they really don't ask me to make things very often. So she saw it and she's like, "Oh, that would be really cute in Kyle's room." And that's the "You Are My Sunshine" part. Um, they sing that song to him every night. So it's just really sweet. Sorry, you're just looking at the top of my head. I'll probably end up going over like the interior and exterior with the light blue, kind of hit it with the light blue as well, because again, his room is more light blue than anything else, and a beachy theme. So that's why I'm doing this one. All right, let me put that to the side. Let me grab a wipe real quick and just wipe my hands up. And again, if you guys are here, make sure you say hello. Ask any questions. Talk amongst yourself. Let me push this down just a tiny bit, just so you guys can see maybe a little better. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I do like this new setup though, because I can see, hopefully, and you can see me and my project. Social media is always changing. You never know what it wants to see, which orientation it wants to see. Let me just dry this real quick. And yes, I did get my heat tool broke. I don't know if you guys remember this, but my heat tool broke, so I got a new one. If you want the link for this, I actually really like it a lot. If you want the link for this, just put dryer in the comments. It is very powerful in such a tiny little body. It does the job, that's for sure. All right, so I am gonna wax this. We'll set this aside for a few minutes, and then let's hold up on the other. All right, it's just because we're gonna put a transfer over this, I do want to use the wax. So it's just a matter of waxing on and then buffing to make it smooth, because again, you don't want it to be sludgy or thick. And if you run your hand across, like that feels a little thick right there. You want it to be nice and smooth. There we go. I still think that actually might be part of the wood. Yeah, looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right, we'll set that aside. Get rid of this guy. Close this up. I've got paint everywhere. Paste everywhere. All right, so let's grab out this guy now. Take a straight. Oh, there goes my wax rag. All right. And again, we're going to use the You Are My Sunshine for this one. This is a 4x4 piece of canvas. I can't remember where I got it. It has been in my stash for so many years. I have no clue. No clue. I looked on the package. It could have been from a number of craft stores. So I do not know. I don't cut my backer sheet because if you guys haven't seen how I organize my transfers, I keep them in a binder and I like to have the backer sheet intact. So I just lift up and cut along the cut lines. If it doesn't have a cut line, that's fine. And you want to cut it, you can. Just make sure you always leave enough space in between your design so it doesn't bleed out of the screen. So just while I'm at it, I'm just going to cut all the cut lines. I'm going to grab my fuzz cloth. Oops, come on. Oh, I got blue. How did I get blue again? I thought I got everything off my fingers. I'm telling you. Probably touched something. I'm sure I did. Anytime you use a transfer for the first time, you want to destickify it, and we just call that fuzzing. So you're going to put this down. Oh, I did want to do something really quick. I do want to use the light blue. This is something borrowed, but you could use another blue that you've got. I'm just using what I've got because I did want to put like just kind of do a wash of the color, and then I'll grab a wipe and then just kind of wipe it down. I just want a little hint of the light blue in the background. Something borrowed was a color of the month a couple months ago. It is a gorgeous color. I love it so much. This is the second jar I have had. We used it in a project a couple months ago, and for craft day, and we went through it. Now, people ask me all the time, how long does a jar of paste last? Well, it really depends on how fast you use it, how much you use it. For me, because normally when I'm not sick, I do try to do projects several times a week. And so like the base colors, black and white, will probably go faster than say orange. Now, if I have a class and I'm using those colors, it might go a little faster. Like I said, I did use something blue in a project with the girls, and we did use it a lot. All right, so I am going to grab another wipe, and this, you just have to know when you want to stop. You just kind of wipe it off with the rag. You don't have to wipe it completely off. I just don't want it to be this dark. And you can always add more back in if you want. Just don't want it to be as dark as this. I just want that hint of blue. Let me dry this a little bit. I'm going to dry it a little bit, okay? I did see where my finger touched a couple places, and so I want to make sure that I go back over it and make sure that I get the blue. I like using the wipe technique. I don't use a baby wipe. I use like a Clorox or Lysol wipe because baby wipes have generally have aloe or some kind of lotion in it, or a lotiony feel kind of substance, and I don't want that in my transfers. And again, you can go back over if you miss somewhere. Oh, I still might. All right. Okay. So again, I'm gonna use my heat tool because you want to make sure that it's dry. Perfect. Okay, let me grab my wax rag really quick. And we used paste, and so I want to ink over, or not ink, use the wax, surface wax over. I'm not pushing too hard because after all, this is it is a canvas. And even though there's not a lot of the canvas, I can't push through very hard there, I still don't want to make an indent. All right. Nice. Okay. So we're going to take this now that you only have to do it the first time. You don't have to do it unless it feels super sticky. So I might just go like this. There we go. Just destickifies it just a little bit. So it's interesting that I'm doing this because when Kyle's mommy was pregnant, so was his aunt with his cousin. And so two of my daughter-in-laws were pregnant at the same time, and I had their baby showers together. It was really cute. And my one daughter-in-law had a miscarriage, and so we did rainbows and sunshine as the theme of their baby shower. It was really sweet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm using Struggle Bus for the sunshine and where it says sunshine, and then I'm going to use home as You Are My. Okay, so let's start with home first. Because the background is already light blue, I didn't want to do that, so we're just going to do the words. Ugh. I might have touched the word sun. Let's see if I messed it up. There's no mistakes. There's no emergencies. I might take this off and wash it real quick. And it bled a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna just wash this off really quick on the back of my, we can fix it. We can fix it. Okay, let me show you. We're gonna spray this on here real quick. Grab another wipe. Now, if you're at home, you could totally take this over to your sink and wash it. All right. Now, the good thing is we did wax it, which is kind of nice. So that always helps us when we need to wipe off a surface. Kind of looks scary, I know. But we're just going to blend it. Okay. Make it like we meant to do it this way. They'll never know. All right. We might be using a lot of wipes during this project, but that's okay. All right, let me dry this off a little bit. And then we're going to wipe again. And then I think what I'm going to do is take our brush that we still had that something blue on. Just go back over, touch up. Like it never happened. Like that. All right, we'll try this again. Try it. Finger right there. It was wet, so I just need to touch that up. It does have, this dryer has two modes. It has a high and a low. You can always use a low. Okay, try this again. Because I keep sticking my hand in it. All right. I'm going to use the wax. Okay. All right. Take two. We're going to use a thinner surface this time, or thinner squeegee this time. This is our detail tool because I just don't want it to touch the other words. Anyway, what I was saying about the baby shower, we knew that what the kids were. We knew that she was having a boy, and so it was really a cute theme. Rainbows and sunshine, because our Oakland is our rainbow baby. I'm just kind of peeling as I go. Don't know why I did that. Kind of have a little bit of a leak there, and I don't know why. Could be the canvas. But I'll go back and tighten up those lines a little bit. And I just do that peel, paste and peel kind of thing. So the paste does not dry in my screen. Yep. I don't know why it's doing that. That's okay. We'll go around and tighten up the lines after we're done. After. All right, let's close that up. Then we're just going to get out the struggle bus. Isn't that a great yellow? So bright. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Let's do this down here. All right, let's see. Pretty. All right, let me just dry this. Yeah, I really think that it's the screen, or not the screen, the canvas. It's really porous. Really quick. And I knew that going in, and that's okay. Now, again, you can wash your screen when you're done. I'm just going to wash this in case I want to go back over. I mean, it is super cute, but we'll fix it. I'll fix it, and then I'll make sure I post a picture for you guys. We also have a board eraser that is super good on your transfers and getting all the things out. All right, let me set this aside and we will move on. But it is cute. It just leaked a little bit, and I know that's the canvas. All right, so we're going to go on to this one, and we're going to take this one. Just trying to make sure. This is the denim. It's called Denim Pattern, and I just think it's a cute pattern. Again, we're going to get another fuzz cloth out. I have a few sitting next to me. And the first time you use your transfer, you're going to want to fuzz your transfer. Okay. I have a hook that has them on there. Now, because I'm going to put the sticky side down, I don't want it to stick to my table. So I want to just center this on here. And just kind of smooth. Grab my something borrowed, right? Something borrowed. Let me take a drink, you guys. My throat's really dry. All right, let's grab my squeegee. And I just take it down. Again, if you guys want the project info on this one, just put beach in the comments. And while I'm doing this, I have an idea. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know that it will, but let's try. And I'm gonna kind of lift up a little bit, lay back down, because I don't want that paste to dry in my screen. So I'm kind of doing like a paste and pull. That's really cool. I think they're gonna like it. Let's see if I can make this work. I don't know if I can or not, but we're gonna try. Kind of lay it over and see if I can get the design on the side. Might work. Who knew? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's nice when things work out. All right, let's just try it. And again, it doesn't matter if it's perfect because I was just going to hit it with a brush. So anything is better than that, right? Huh. That's kind of cool. That's like kind of got mush, but we can always sand a little of that off. Okay. Not perfect, but gosh, it's better than I thought. That one got a little extra. So I'm going to just set this down. Where am I going to set it? Set that down right there. And then I'm going to lay this on here, and then we're going to set this aside so I can wash it afterwards. I'll just set it down here. It's really cool. I like that. Let me just dry it real quick. I just don't want to touch it. And again, while I was working on that, I had an idea. So I think I'm going to grab my little sander, my little gator sander. Grab this back up here. I love my little gator sander. Just going to kind of lift it up. And then just do the same thing to the outside. Oh, let me get rid of this sawdust or the paint dust quick. And gives it a little bit of a rustic feel. Maybe a little worn denim, a little more worn denim. There we go. Grab my little rag here. Kind of like that. Let me just do this side a little bit. What do you guys think? It's kind of cool. It does look like some denim. All right. This. And then we will work on our last piece. Because, you know, keep thinking we're going so long. We're good. We're good on time. All right. That to the side. Put this to the side. Grab this and this. And again, use the fuzz cloth. We're going to fuzz this. I do want to just give this a little brush in the sky. With that something blue, just in the sky. That's it. Lay this guy down. I hope you guys can see this okay. All right, start at the top, work our way down. Use that yellow. And this yellow is called Struggle Bus. Cute little sunshine. Grab. This was, Study Hall was not a color of the month. It was like a special, like, oh, what are they called? Oh, in Vogue, on Vogue colors a while back. Probably, I don't know, at least a year ago. I just like it. It's nice and bright. I'm going to do the surfboard in this color. It's called Study Hall. Again, just lift that up. So cool. It's that little pop of bright orange. Highlighter orange, maybe. And then I'm going to use Tropic. I think that's what this is. Tropic. This is, I think this is available now. Again, it's not a color of the month. I think it's an on Vogue color. And it's just this really cool, not quite teal color. Not quite teal, not quite green, but it is green. Just a really cool green. And I'm just using the detail tool to get really into the nooks and crannies. Probably should have stirred this color up. It's a little thin. You always want your paste. It's fine. It's just, to me, I like it a little thicker. So if I would have stirred it, it would have been a little thicker, but it's fine. I mean, it turned out just fine. Your paste should always be like the thickness of, say, yogurt. And then I'm going to use the sun. And let's do that. Bring a little of that blue in. And then we're going to do, let's do Study Hall again because we don't have a lot of that. Okay, final reveal. That looks great. Cute. Set that right here. I'll just spray that down. These little ones are pretty easy to clean real fast. Okay, let me wipe that off. Put those there. Just put all my tools in one location. Put the lids on stuff so I can clean a space for me to work. All right, let that dry for just a second. Let me grab this, put this back over here. Again, if you want any info on this project, I don't have the surfaces for you, but just know that this is like a 5x7 like frame, 4x6, 5x7 frame. I'm sure you could find something. I know Chalk has like our little chubbies, our little 5x7 chubbies. That would work. See, pretty quick and easy. Just gonna lay that there now. Okay, let me just dry this really fast. Grab the frame. And this, I don't need that. This is an IKEA frame, just an FYI. So if you've got an IKEA around you, oh, I can use this. If you've got an IKEA near you, I'm sure it's called Racket, R-A-K-E-T frame. And it came in a 2 or 3 pack, I think, if I remember correctly. I keep touching it, putting more fingerprints on it. So I'm going to pop this in. Oh, I'm going to put these up. Now, it does matter which way is up. There's a little holder for the wood piece. So we're going to just pop this in here. Put that in there. Oh, I might need to just trim that down with that. I thought it fit perfect. We're just going to take a teeny bit off the top. Much better, much better. Okay, then we're going to put that down. Voila. Cute, right? That's really cute. Now I am going to stick this in here. I'm going to sand it a little bit to make sure it'll fit. What do I got? I did want to put a little bit of glue on that just to kind of make sure it stays. Just a tiny bit. I use Stick Fast, the Stick Fast CA Thick. There you go. Cuteness. And then I'll come and fix this too, but they go cute together, right? Love it. All right, I'll take a picture and I will post it for you guys. I hope you like it. This has been Tarina with Create Retreat. Let's I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.